First of all, my condolences goes out to George Floyd and his family. My shirt, child, is toothpaste probably. And y'all know what I give all this beautiful background in my room. Y'all see the filters in the back? Yeah. Y'all see the big banner in the back? Yeah. So anyway, my heart goes out to his family. I actually wanted to play a small clip. I'm probably going to be playing multiple clips throughout this video. I do not own the rights to any of them. I'm just simply offering my thoughts, my opinions on certain things that's happening. And this is the main thing that's happening right now in the world. And this is something that affects all of us. Well, it affects black people. It affects the black people that are not brainwashed. Y'all done met a couple. Y'all know the black people who have black skin but their mind is white. It don't affect them. And this should affect everybody, no matter what race you are, because it's a people issue. Oftentimes we fight, we protest, we riot, but nothing really starts to move until white people get on board, and then all of a sudden, things start to happen. There's some white people rocking with us, and some that's not. They just worried about their business, this child being ruined. Child, please forget the life. You done broke one of my damn windows in my stove. This is going to be real and raw, what I always give y'all. I have a lot of opinions on a lot of things. I'm not only going to talk about the George Floyd tragedy. I'm also going to talk about, I believe her name is Ayana Dior. I'm gonna talk about a lot of different topics in this one. But yeah. So y'all get ready, child. Y'all may not agree with me on certain things that I say, but that's fine. I mean, we can go back and forth and debate and stuff, but it's just how I feel. This is how I feel in this moment. And so I'm gonna express it. Okay? Hope y'all are having a good day, child. I guess we doing the best that we can do, right? Crazy time in the world, I tell you. But this has always been here. It's always been here. It's just been suppressed. I'm gonna play this first video of the mother of George Floyd's 6-year-old daughter, Roxy Washington. And this is, his baby mama, and this is what she had to say.
This is the proof that he was a good man. I don't have a lot to say because I can't get my words together right now. But I wanted everybody to know that this is what those officers took from me. At the end of the day, they get to go home and be with their families. Gianna does not have a father. He will never see her grow up, graduate. He will never walk down the aisle. If it's a problem she's having and she needs her dad, she does not have that anymore. I'm here for my baby. And I'm here for George because I want justice for him. I want justice for him because he was good. No matter what anybody thinks, he was good. And this is the proof that he was a good man.
Oh Lord. Super emotional. I don't know how she did it. Oh gosh, it's super sad. And even just watching that video, I'm sure all of y'all have seen the video of them having his them having their knee on his neck, face on the ground. He's on the ground. How proof that our good white folks out there don't get treated the same way. Let's see. Y'all, this is way back. Let's see. Shouts out to all the protesters that's been out there doing their thing. Shouts out to all of y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are incredible. Anyway, I can't find it, but it was a video of basically police officers. They were scuffling with this white guy, literally scuffling with him, beating him with their stick and everything else. Not one time did they tase him. Not one time did they mace him. Not one time did they shoot him. Y'all think they gonna do all that tussling and bustling with us? No. Cap. Straight like that. It's crazy, and it's funny how some white people act like they don't know. That like they don't know its injustices in this world. They act as if racism never existed, even though it was their ancestors that brought racism. That is the reason because of racism and prejudices and systematic racism and all that stuff. It is y'all ancestors, and y'all have carried it on and or benefited off of being white. It's crazy. I saw this white lady this video. She was like hosting a seminar or whatever, and she said, "Does stand up if you want to be treated like a black person in this country?" Nobody stood up, and the audience was full of white people. And she was like, "Exactly. You know how bad black people are treated in this world, and none of y'all stood up. So y'all already know what's tea. So why then would you support somebody who treats black people this way when you know you wouldn't want to be treated that way? You know you wouldn't want your child to be treated that way." What's funny is how white people who are racist and prejudiced and just go along with everything the bad police officers are doing, because there are good police officers, but following along everything the bad police officers are doing and stuff, it's funny when their daughters or nieces or sisters or whatever, when they get with somebody black and have a baby. You don't like black people. It's your family member, but you got black ass grandkids. So how you gonna treat them? How do you feel about them? Are you gonna mistreat them? I know sometimes that happens. It's just a lot of times people tend to change their tune when things hit close to home. They feel a certain kind of way about it their whole life until they're personally involved. Then all of a sudden, oh, it's time to change, or oh, that's not right, is it? It ain't never been right. So why do it when you know better? Absolutely crazy. There has been an update on the George Floyd case. This is brought to you by the New York Times. It says George Floyd updates, 3 more officers charged. Chauvin murder charge upgraded. Okay, and unrest over race and policing roils the nation. Virginia's governor pledges to remove a much contested statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee. Says right now, Jim Mattis, a former defense secretary who quit the Trump administration in 2018, offered a withering criticism of his former boss, saying, Donald Trump is the first president in my lifetime who does not try to unite the American people. Does not even pretend to try. That's true. He's truly a wicked, wicked man. Yeah, 3 more officers are charged in George Floyd's death, and officials upgrade charges against Derek Chauvin. Minnesota officials charged 3 more former police officers on Wednesday in the death of George Floyd and added a higher charge to those already lodged against the former officer who pressed his knee to Mr. Floyd's neck for nearly 9 minutes. Could you imagine? Keith Elson, the Attorney General of Minnesota, announced the charges at a news conference Wednesday afternoon. The 3 officers, Thomas Lane, 37, Jay Alexander, 26, and Toad Tahoe, 34, they're all young, were charged with aiding and abetting murder, court records show. Canoe, I don't know how to say his last name, was in custody on Wednesday. County jail records show. The authorities said they were in the process of arresting Mr. Lane and Mr. Tahoe. The 4th officer, Derek Chauvin, 44, who was arrested last week, faces an increased charge of second-degree murder. I don't ever be impressed with these charges. To me, they're never enough. They're never enough. But you know, it's us, so you know. This is a bittersweet moment. Ben Crump, a lawyer for Mr. Floyd's family, said in a statement, "This is a significant step forward on the road towards justice, and we are gratified that this important action was brought before George Floyd's body was laid to rest. That is a source of peace for George's family in this painful time." All 4 officers were quickly fired from the Minneapolis Police Department after video of the fatal encounter emerged. Prosecutors faced growing calls for charges against all 4 as anger and anguish over Mr. Floyd's death sent demonstrators into the streets in cities and towns across the country over the past week. Yep. Okay. That's pretty much it, y'all. I'm glad they're being charged. But is it enough? And if it is enough, okay, that's fair. If people say that it's enough, okay, I can understand that. It's never fair, but I can understand. How many more times is this going to happen? This could be anybody black. This could be any one of us. How many more times are these cases going to happen? I mean, this has been happening since the beginning of time. You know, since the beginning of slavery and then on. But, you know, it's not... It was cool back then. It's not cool anymore. So how many more times is this going to happen, though? How many more protests? How many more? How many more? I'm so happy and proud that we can make something like this happen as a people, in particular as black people, because this affects us. This whole all lives matter thing, that goes without saying. Of course all lives matter, but black lives matter. Why? I don't understand why people don't get that. They don't want to get it. Yeah. Saying that black lives matters doesn't mean that your life doesn't matter. Clown. It means that it's black wives that's out here that's being killed. How many black people out here killing white folks willy-nilly? How many? I don't know too many. Remember, white people can walk around in our neighborhoods and be completely safe. Ain't nobody gonna bother them. Can we walk around in their neighborhoods, a group of black folks? Really? One black folks that somebody calling the authorities looking out the window at you. There's a strange man in our neighborhood. I don't think he stays over here. Come pick him up. Y'all know. Stop it. This is. I'm proud that we can make things move and we can shake things up as a nation, as a people. But it's like we already know black people shape culture. We shape culture, we move culture. We're everything. That's why I it bothers me how with us as black folks. Now this is when it turns. This is when the video flips. Why is it that we know the power we have? We know all what we can do. But why do we only use it when forces of evil have rained upon us? Why do we only use our power in tragedies when horrible things like this happen? Why can't we use our power on a regular basis as black people? So many people went out here and supported. And of course, we all support. That's what we're supposed to do. But y'all can't vote. All these millions and millions of people protesting, standing outside and rioting and doing their things and you know, all that. Giving you all that, all this passion, all this fury, all this. Why can't y'all put that to the votes? To get some of these clowns out of office. Not saying it'll be perfect if they get into office, because I truly do believe most people in politics, period, are shady as hell. But at least it will help. Why can't we do that? Why do we only move in the face of tragedy? Why? As black people. Why is that? Why, or on any other basis, why we so easily allow all these people to come into our culture and take it and steal it and call it theirs and get it licensed and get it patented and get it copyrighted and shit, and we just sit back looking crazy knowing that it's ours, but they got paperwork saying it's theirs. Y'all know what I'm saying? Well, why does it take bad things to happen before we act? Why do you have to wait till people get killed before we act? Insane. All this, we gonna see in the votes if all these people, if all the support is there. Speaking of support, speaking of love. Do all black lives matter? Black lives absolutely matter. But do all black lives matter? I'm going to show y'all a video. This is a video of a young, I'm assuming she's black, maybe she's Latino or mixed, but I'm going to say she's black, of a black trans woman beaten by multiple people. I do not own the rights to this video. Look. Sorry if it's not clear. Look. Look.
What the fuck?
Ranting and raving. And spitting on her. I can't. And look, it takes. I hear some women telling them to stop, and you shouldn't be doing this and stuff. It takes women to tell these grown ass men not to beat up on this girl. I don't give a damn what she did. I don't give a damn how many dicks of y'all she might have sucked. I don't give a damn what she might have did. I don't give a damn. It takes all y'all niggas to beat up on this girl. It takes a whole squad of what? I see at least 8. It's at least 8 folks beating up on this girl. It take all y'all to beat up on this girl. What the hell did she do? I'm sure it wasn't that bad. Why is it that it seems, and I mean no disrespect to anybody or to George Floyd's family or nothing, like I'm not trying to compare, but I'm just saying, and this has been happening for the longest, and it does make me think, had George been a openly gay man, would there still be the protests? Would people still be as outraged? Why is it that I'm black like you? Okay, I could be somebody in your family. But if you get killed, why is it that it means more to the world, it seems, versus me getting killed? Why did I deserve to get killed just because I'm gay? You see how crazy and ridiculous that sounds? This is 2020. I understand that most of our hardships, if not all of our hardships, come from slavery. Everything comes from slavery. Everything bad that has been inherited for black people comes from slavery. But why is it that now in 2020, those of us who are woke, those of us who are logical, those of us who are sane, kinda, because I'm kinda sane a little bit. I'm also a little off, but I'm kinda sane. I know what I'll be talking about sometimes, you know. Those of us who are just logical, regular thinking people, right from wrong, we know it. Why is that acceptable? Why is that acceptable? Still. Most of us have, like I said, everything has been inherited from us. But why do we keep it going? Why is it still in 2020 you could be everything in the world but gay and black? Why is it in 2020? Why is that a thing? If you don't agree with a person's lifestyle, if you don't agree with the person who they are, how they look, whatever, go on the other side of the street. Take your ass back home. Don't call her for her services. If she's that kind of girl, not saying she is, but if she's that kind of girl, don't call her for her services. And stop trying to act like you don't like it. Stop trying to act like you just scared about who the hell you are. Not talking about everybody, but some of y'all. Men who do this, they're hiding who they are. Why do we shun the people that are out and open about who they are, but we praise the people that are silent and undercover and low down dirty in between sheets? But the people that's out and free and brave enough to be who they are, why do we shun those people and push them off to the side? When you want somebody that's upfront about who they are, when you want, because I'm a wolf, you see me coming. In the words of Tiffany Pollard, New York, I'm a wolf, you see me coming. Why would you want a sheep in wolf's clothing? Why would you want a wolf in sheep's clothing? When I'm a wolf, you see me coming. Wouldn't you already know what time it was once you see me? But I'm talked about and made fun of. But the dude over there, chilling with the hoodie on, that's giving up more dick and ass than me, he gets to be the king. And I get to be the court jester. We're going to talk about it. We need to do better as a people. This is why sometimes white people don't give a damn about what we say and how we're treated in this world, because videos like this is around. They know how we treat it. They know how bad we treat each other sometimes. They know that because they put it in place, and it works still in 2020. We need to change so much in our own communities. I'm so tired of seeing black trans women getting beat up and killed. What in the world is that about? I don't give a damn how you feel about her. What the hell does that have to do with you? That's still somebody's child that's sitting there get beaten. That's somebody's sister. That's somebody's aunt. That's somebody's cousin, niece. That they gotta watch this video online of their family member getting beaten. How do you think that makes them feel? The same way or a similar way in how we see all these black men getting killed. It's the same feeling. So why would you want to do that? So why would you want to do that to your own people? Why? If you don't like what she is or who she is, then don't be bothered with her. You act like you got to stay with her. I don't understand how we put out. I don't understand the things we put our energy into. I really don't. That does not even matter. If you don't like me for whatever reason, fine. Stay your pussy ass across the street. I won't miss you. I promise. I promise you I won't. The few people who I don't like in life, I try to like everybody. But there's some people I would gladly watch drown. But the few people that it's only mainly like one or two people. But the few people that I just know are just awful people, I stay away from them. I don't talk about them. I don't think about them. They're not my friends on Facebook. They're not my. They don't follow me on Instagram. I don't follow them. They're not following me on Twitter. They sure as hell ain't hitting up my Cash App. I'm just saying. Leave people alone. Oh, I don't agree with that. Who cares? That's it, y'all. I had to go on the rant, y'all, for a minute. I love y'all to pieces. I really do. But it's just so much about us that we need to fix, and it's a lot. Like I said, rest in peace to George Floyd and all of his family and everything. I even had another thing that happened today at work, not to me, but somebody was telling me about it. It was a white person in another department of mine. It was a white person in another department at my job who called this black girl a nigger. White man, this is the wrong time for you to be hooping and hollering about a nigger. And this was early in the morning when we first got there. So what is you mad about? You went to sleep mad. You should have stayed your hateful ass, your hateful hostile ass, bigoted ass at home. I didn't hear it. Had I heard it, well, you'll see me on YouTube and you'll see me on your big screen. Okay, clank clank. But I'm just saying, it's just like the world is the world. It is what it is. Things are gonna go back to however they was. Racism is just here and it's alive and it's always gonna be here. Racism ain't gonna never ever ever go nowhere. I don't give a damn what nobody say. In my opinion, it ain't gonna never go nowhere. But the least that we can do as a people is to treat each other better. At least. The way for us all to truly win in life is for us all to do what every single other race seem to do, whether they like each other or not. They seem to do it. And that's to take my hand and to take your hand and mash it together like that. My name is Mr. Chalaki. It's not my name, but whatever. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at this Kids World on Instagram and Twitter. At this Kids World 89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. And I mean this. Stay black. Stay tuned. And I'll see you guys later. I love you so much. I love you so much. I really do.